Greetings and welcome back to my channel. My name is Trish if you're new here, and welcome. Sit back, relax, and enjoy. We haven't sit still for a while and just chat it up. Life has been moving, whether we want it to or not. Time is moving so rapidly, so fast. It's unbelievable. It's like you don't even have time to accept and appreciate nothing. Like, you have to make the time. And the way how society is set up right now, it's trying not to give you that option to make the time, but we have to be conscious in doing so. So much has changed and so much has shifted in this year. It's unbelievable. There have been highs, lows, but it's just moving so rapidly. But yeah, how have you guys been? I know I've been doing a lot of vlogs, and I want you to see, the other side of me. I want you to see that I'm multifaceted, just like everyone else. And I am fun. I like to laugh. I like to be jovial. And that's how I am in my day-to-day around, the people that I love and the people that makes me feel joy. And that's another thing we have to make a conscious effort to do, to be around people that actually brings us joy and elevates us. I know them people with them screw face and I chat people business, no. So you've been seeing, a lot of my crazy fun side of late. Because I know I just used to, sit and talk, conscious reasoning, or, some hair videos and reviewing products. I've never really shown you that side of me. So I hope you guys have been enjoying that. I have been. It's a joy making those videos. But yeah, back to this thing called life on Earth. I'm sitting out in the sun getting my vitamin D. It is a beautiful, beautiful day, and I am in Maryland. Amazing. So I've always, and I've always been aware of, even before I put two and two together, about manifestation, about the things that we think actually comes and show up within our reality. And the first person to really put this in motion for me without me even know, just planting that seed, is my mom. She always said that even before she knew the responsibilities of what being a mother would entail, or what having a child what are the qualifications of, or what it even meant, she knew that she wanted a daughter, and she described her daughter to the T. When I have a child, it's gonna be a girl, and she's gonna be this, that, and she described it to a T, and here I am, to the T. She will always say that, and it never really clicked until I started paying attention. And I don't even think she knew what she was doing, until I started, paying attention to my thoughts, and I started paying attention to things that are showing up in my reality. And then it kind of clicked, and it just put things into a different light, into a different perspective, and you start to tap in more within self. And I've always noticed it, throughout the years, but I've even doing it, and I think sometimes some of us do it unconsciously, and even throughout the years when I used to tap into it, and things used to show up, I didn't even realize that the power within it. I would always say, sometimes we ask for things, and when it comes, we don't take the time to appreciate it. We're moving on to what next. We're always in the state of want. We're rarely in the state of gratitude, and that's the state that you need to be in. You need to be in the state of gratitude and love, not want and fear. So, it has been showing up throughout the years, but I never knew how much power it holds, and I never knew how to utilize it. And I never knew that this is something I can tap into daily. This can be my daily life, But then here's the tough part. Here's where it gets hard. It's the things that we think. And it's the hardest thing to control is the thoughts within our head, because them know how to run rapid, and they're not afraid to run rapid and run all over the place and create confusion. But it's for us to be conscious of our thoughts and to be aware, because sometimes we can get lost, within thoughts, and it just, leads on to the next and the next and the next. And if you're conscious and if you're aware, when a thought arises, when a thought shows its head, when a thought starting to come through, and it's not a thought that you want to be thinking, it's not a feel-good thought, it's not the story that you want to live out, then you say stop and move on to something else, think about something else. But you have to be aware, to catch it and stop it in a track. And eventually I'm at this state where I have to be aware, but I realize it's getting, less and less so prominent. But eventually you will get to a state where you're only thinking the things that you want to bring forth. Because if thought becomes reality and we naturally go to the bad thoughts, that is what is going to show it up in our life. So you have to change the way of how you think and how you view things. And it sounds simple. It is that simple, but it's the hardest thing to do. And another thing I've been conscious about and been staying on top of is learning how to be still, how to stay still, how to calm my emotions, because, general, sometimes you can ruffle your feather. So, but to know how to be calm throughout that, even through regular situation, just walking through the airport, I just be feeling like I'm gliding, like I'm the only person there, and it's a very good feeling. To have no emotions, just observing and walking in this still, calm way, controlling your breath without even thinking about it. It's a beautiful thing, and I've been tapping into that more, and I love that state. I love that state of calm. So I'm gonna let this video go on too, because I can go on and on about this. You already know. So to wrap it up, just give you a little example of how your thoughts, become your reality. And the more you feel it and the more you believe it, it will show up. I've realized that the more I feel and believe it, when I just said it is so, it shows up like instantly. So I was on a flight and I wanted some hot cocoa, hot chocolate. And I ordered it and they said they were out. They didn't have. So I said, okay. And I started reading my book, and a thought just arose, like someone speaking to me in my head said, they're going to go around the back, they're going to find it, and they're going to bring it to you for free. And so said, so done. I was reading my book, and I don't know, probably 5 minutes, 10 minutes afterwards, it was, the lady came and she gave me the cup of hot cocoa. She said, it's on us. And I said, thank you. Just like that. So little things like that, just, it's confirmation. Little things, but if you're not paying attention, you're gonna miss them. You understand? And it's just luck. No, give yourself more effort than that. Give yourself a little bit more effort than that. It's not just luck. That's you. That's you. When you know it, you feel it, you live it, and it is legit. It is legit. It's like we have to remember, that we are made within His image, right? All things through Him. So you have to remember your power, and you have to tap within it. You understand? How does a person control you? By taking away your power, by making you dependent on them when you don't need to be dependent on anyone but yourself. Is it me? So yes, it is like legit. And even just now, I was going on a flight, and the last time check in, them give me one seat all the way around to the back. And she kind of woke me up. But this time I said, all right, I want a seat, closer to the exit, and I want it to be an aisle seat. Normally I take window seat, but this time I just wanted it to be an aisle seat. So said, so done. When you feel it, believe it, you live it, and it's just what it is. But gratitude for holding space, and I hope you found this, enlightening, and tap into it. And if you have any comments, leave them down below. And if you have any stories, like this, where you see that, you're creating this reality of yours, leave it down below. But gratitude for watching and holding space. Much love. Remember to take care of yourself, because without you, you can't go forth. So always take care of yourself.